Turn those old Dungeons and Dragons into dollars and dividends by owning your own adventuring franchise. From its humble beginnings as D&D live play, expanding to stage, podcast, and stream, with Acquisitions Incorporated, there's never been a better time to get the money.
Hey, it's Omin Dran, CEO of Acquisitions Incorporated. Imagine digging a hole, but instead of finding a body, you find real wealth. And a body. One you put there. Buy my book.
We partnered with Wizards of the Coast to bring the official Acquisitions Incorporated experience to your home campaign. Learn how to run your own franchise, how to staff it with new player options for specializations, spells, and equipment, stats for iconic characters and monsters, and put your franchisees to the test with an included campaign for levels 1 to 6. Obviators are standing by. With the official D&D Acquisitions Incorporated book,
You can do what you wanna do. Ow!
Oh man.
I know.
I'm working away on the computer. I can't even watch the screen.
Back once again here. Listen, don't worry. I'll handle it. Okay. This is a time for you. You get locked into this. Obviously, as the multi waters rise and descend, I'm in position, perfect position perhaps, to do the introduction. So you continue to type. I'll handle it from here. Gather Red Throng. Amber Council, it is sometimes called. I am your internet friend, Jared K. Horkrims, and however it came to be, you have fallen ass backwards into Twitch's brewing program, Acquisitions Intoxicated. Its purpose?
Who the hell knows?
To give you that which you already own, the art and science of brewing.
Oh,
now,
yes you do.
I am joined, as almost always, by Eric Benson, the notorious EJB, Azerbaijan Edge, etc. Now, you see before us the dark tools of our craft, the sacred crucible, of course, the holy grains, the beneficent hops. I had to think for a second.
Beneficent?
Beneficent, yeah. I had to dig around a little bit for another.
You're really pulling that one out.
Well, I mean, I'm saying I
love it.
I had holy and sacred, and I was like, God, no, I gotta get the triumvirate.
What the fuck is this log in front of us?
Weird. We'll get there.
Is this like is this like a 12 or like a 25-inch sub?
You looking for that party sub?
Yeah.
No. This is Ghostly has returned from.
With a giant sub
from baby duties.
Oh, fuck.
I mean, I have no idea what it is, but we will save it for the drinking portion. It is some type of a gift.
What
Is that correct?
Yeah, Jack knows what it is.
All right. Perfect.
A giant sub that we can eat?
Listen, I mean,
I'm really hungry.
You see, yeah, it's coming up a lot. Now, so first things first, of course, this is Froth Punk, is that right?
Yep.
Okay. So we did a Frost Punk, maybe Frost Punk 2 themed beer. This is a heavy bag of grains.
Yeah.
So this is a medicinal for your dark frost. Ostensibly a recreational activity. But I understand that Frostpunk is more or less a despair simulator. I'm not sure it's a.
Is it?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Yeah, it's pretty dark.
So it's like watch that and Grave of the Fireflies at the same time and just
Yeah,
go sit
and
in
just
the
get
corner?
obliterated.
Yeah.
Now, so we have our. That's one of the best malt bills we have had in here for a minute. I assume it's a bunch of Maris and caramel. Yeah.
So
Good God, it smells
is Maris Otter is the main base grain.
Yeah.
Then you have Special B, which is giving a lot of caramel.
Okay, so extreme caramel, as it's called.
Then you have Crystal, which was for a little coloring, a little head retention, a little,
Little body.
little good times.
Fresh times.
And
Ham.
Rye, which is going to spice it up.
Oh, there we go. Little herbal note there. Now, and I've got some Kent Golding here, but I don't remember
Well, then you just fuck
how many go in.
I mean, maybe you should get good and remember.
I should get good?
Yeah. Oh, not 25
Oh my God, that Kent Golding stinks. It has the, I mean, citrus and spicy, but it also has some cheese. Some blue cheese. But yeah,
some cheese.
has some cheddar. Now,
One might say.
yeah, so we have an ounce here. How much of this goes in? Half an ounce.
Yep.
Everybody in the club with a half an ounce. I'm not sure if we're all familiar with D12.
Oh, geez, why you bring it back, eh?
I got to. The organization is defunct now. It's only we who were there, remember?
Yeah?
Yeah. Eminem has a whole song about it. All right. Hop having been introduced. Incredible opportunity here to put hops into a separate container
Pump up the jam.
than the one. You know what I could do? I could put, now that we've been doing this show for 5 years,
Isn't
could-
it longer than that? Like, wasn't it 2017
well,
or something?
there was an interregnum.
There's a shirt.
There was an interregnum, right?
sure.
But I'm saying I could put this on here.
Jesus fucking Christ. Honestly, it took you 5 years to figure that one out?
Well, listen, you just watched me do it wrong. I'm saying that we could put this on
I guess we're both
here,
to blame. I
right?
could have told you.
I'm telling
I
you-
could have been a little smarter.
I have invented a
I'm not
powerful.
gonna. Yeah.
I've invented a powerful technique here.
I know it's part of the ritual. It's not really that much. Yeah, I mean, you put in the bowl, then you put the bowl, and eats it.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey, listen. You know what? Here's the thing. By putting it in this white bowl, we can't see the cool color of the hop and see it displayed. And there's a lot of.
yeah,
Is this bullshit working?
yeah, it's we're trying to deliver a great experience. All right. So let's get this going here.
Can I look under the?
No, not yet.
God, I want the sub.
I'm trying to get that sandwich. It is perfectly fine, except it is no plug-in. Oh, it's fine. I got it.
Actually, the yellow part plugged in.
No? It'll turn it on?
Plugged in back there.
Yeah,
No.
I'm saying it's got no
How about we,
power of any kind.
you know, yeah? Is this the one?
That's the one. Just plug it right.
Okay, cool. Good idea, folks. You know, Jesus, who the hell, like,
So something happened to this
good
nub.
Lord.
Yeah, I guess we'll see how that goes.
Okay, well.
No. Please don't electrify yourself. Now,
You're on.
yay. Oh, it's the whole strip. I see. All right. The syncing is already occurring. That means it's an incredible time to introduce the crucible. Lord, that's a tight fit. All right. And we're looking for froth pump. Mm-hmm. Correct? I got a good feeling. Well, I was wrong to. I was wrong. I was wrong to feel good. That'll teach me.
Not going good down there?
Coast Ranch Eternal, Jerry.
Well, here, watch this.
What?
We'll just.
You're going to turn it on and off again?
Oh yeah, I'm an IT professional. Mm-hmm. You know perfectly well. All right.
So, yeah.
All right. Now.
How you doing?
Good.
Yeah?
Good. Yeah. I mean, not only did it say syncing, it also had a little thingy that went wow, 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 wow.
Ooh, that's a good thing.
And so I feel like anytime it's going round,
Yeah.
we're moving in the right direction.
You go right round.
Yeah. No.
Like a hot ball, right round.
Now it's back to the loading place. Now, I'm just gonna take a seat. Take this opportunity to relax, enjoy myself, invite the viewer in.
I missed this, Jerry.
I'm glad. I'm glad. Let's see. Now, I have a question here.
Yes.
Pico still. I mean, there's a bunch of equipment we don't have for this. Gathered throng here. Now I'm gonna have to turn this way so that I can also see the cheesy E. Now, the most subscribed to, and I understand there was a charity event, but the most subscribed to Twitch streamer, although I think that she streams on YouTube as well, is Iron Mouse.
Okay.
Who I was vaguely familiar with on TikTok last year from the occasional VTuber clip.
Oh, Jerry, your mic's dead.
And then...
Jerry, your mic is totally dead.
Mike's dead.
Oh, why it's not dead? He just keeps fucking, because he's sitting fucking. No, it's not the mic.
Oh.
It's the pack. It's not getting signal
Oh, well here.
because you're sitting on the floor, blocked by a whole bunch of shit. Like
Here, I'll put this out
hey,
here.
look, that's working better.
All right, here, watch this. I'll just lay it over there. Now,
Wow, the mic's got its own pillow.
so we're gonna go back. Yeah, exactly. This is very tasteful presentation.
Stop moving it around. You're gonna
Just
lose
hang on.
signal again.
Just hang on.
You just killed the mic again.
I'm just showing them.
This mic is like
I know
should be in the
perfectly
hospital
well.
right now. It's
Now-
got its own bed, and you're just reviving it to kill it.
It's true. Now, anyway, I'm going to restart this one more time, and I'm going to have the rest of this conversation. So, and then I was a VTuber just quit or graduated, as they say in their
To real life?
context. Sort of when they stop performing, they call it graduating.
It's very
That
weird.
doesn't make any sense.
These,
Insult to all the other VTubers too.
well, but I'm saying that these.
I hate this timeline.
Its origin,
Timeline's the worst.
its origin is in Japanese, so it might be like a translation thing.
Okay.
Because they typically have these very elaborate personas.
I thought it was a death thing.
Oh God,
They graduated from.
life.
Yeah, they
No.
graduated from life.
But no, the main thing is so then I was on Twitter and I had noticed this and I was looking around, and then I saw like people are talking about these things like funerals, And then I had to learn a bunch of other new complex terms about, like, there's a bunch of really specific language. Again, a lot of it Japanese derived, because Hololive, like the origin place of this type of entertainment, really is not American originally, right? And
I suppose the good thing about doing that VTuber is that people won't recognize you.
yeah, I think that's the main thing, and I think it also allows them to perform in ways that are novel
Check here.
and impolitic.
You're in the hotspot.
Yeah, check.
No, the hotspots were on. I turned it on. I know
Oh,
it's
no,
on.
I believe you. I believe you. But this is what I want to know. Are there any of you who are
I'll turn
in
it off
this?
and on again.
That's all I'm looking for. If there are any of you who are in this context, not as a performer, I assume, but in the fandom for this thing, how did you get into it? Because the people who are there, the way they talk about these VTubers, like there's it's like an otaku worship level. I'm not sure I've ever seen anything quite like it.
I wonder if it's because it's not a person. They feel they can be more attached.
They can fully map themselves onto the
I mean, they do it to people too all the time.
They do.
They do. I mean, I don't,
But the
but
mascot
no, but people do.
versus people. The mascot is a perfect representation.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, it's optimized, right?
Yeah. It's like people falling in love with Sailor Moon.
Yeah. Although Sailor Moon has done a lot for the Earth.
Well, yeah.
Have you watched
Saved
Mask Girl?
It. Saved it a few times.
Mask Girl?
Yeah.
I have not.
You should watch it. It kind of goes into this whole thing.
Oh, it's sort of about
It's
fandom?
though. Yeah, it's very much about fandom.
An anime about fandom.
It's not an anime.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, that sounds perfect.
Live action Korean show. It does have a little bit of anime thrown in there though.
Some K-drama.
It's got some cool stuff, but it's interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, I just never seen anything quite like. There we go.
Huzzah.
I just never seen anything quite like these relationships.
So what happened with this other person you were talking about? Not the one that died or graduated? You said there was an
Iron Mouse.
Iron Mouse. I'm just saying, like the most subscribed to.
That's weird. I've never heard of her.
This is what I'm saying.
Never.
I was not super familiar with her until.
Is Iron Mouse a VTuber?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I was not super familiar until she won like Content Creator of the Year. And a lot of people were like, who's this? And I'm like, I think I've seen a TikTok of this person.
Who
Frostpunk.
awarded this award?
I mean, I guarantee you it was like an online vote. Right? Well, and I'd seen a thing yesterday where it was like, this is like the FaZe clan or something. And they were, I mean, obviously it's a clan. We know about them. Yeah, exactly. But they're still
Raising it
popping.
up.
But I'm not familiar with, I'm familiar with like the original Cats.
Yeah. You know clans.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that. What's that?
Those
That was a million years ago, Jerry.
I mean, I agree. I know about that part. I'm just saying, like, they're still completely on it, and I don't know any of their names. I know a couple names in the modern, like, pantheon of streamers.
FaZe? Oh.
The main one that I know is Jinxie. But that's just because I happen to be in a torrid Rainbow Six affair at the moment. All right. We did it.
Hooray! Oh.
Thank the Lord. All right. Now, going back on this side of the device. Big clip energy. Okay, here, now, so.
Can we get to my sub?
No,
What the
absolutely
fuck?
not.
Come
It isn't time yet. All things in their time. Now, obviously, if we were going to have a sub, it's got to be a pairing thing. So we need to obviously get some beers on tap and so forth. Now, so the beer that we have on tap is the Artalsorian / Cyberpunk Red themed chew, like in terms of it's fuel derived. It's an industrial waste, I assume, in the actual narrative. Lager. So what is going on in terms of the guts?
You
oh, it is?
Fiend.
It was a long time ago. I think we did this because this is from back in the day, like before Ghostly left. So I think this was to celebrate the show originally. But yeah, if it's a Dunkel, we're in like Flynn. This is going to be great.
Yeah, Mike would have loved this
What's
one.
the right season?
Yep.
But anyway, yeah, so go into the guts of it while I grab a sip.
So we went with super high wheat on this one, at least 50%.
Yeah, makes sense.
I think, 44%. So, I mean, they're usually in that range. And then the classic Munich malt, some Cristo, and melanoidin.
Okay, so treated malt.
Mm-hmm.
No words from that smell, huh?
No, we're going to talk about it.
Oh, crap.
I mean, it's an interesting smell. I'll say that. No.
It smells like a Dunkelweiss.
Yeah. I mean,
what are you talking about?
well, here. I mean, let's put it in our mouths and see where it goes.
It's like the one where I thought it spoiled, but like, no. It's
Oh well, no, it was a different style, right? That's right.
It tastes fucking great.
That is
Dunkelweiss, yeah.
God. Yeah. But that's actually more. Well, it's because I've been hurt before by this tap. But that is what yeast?
The Bavarian Weizen.
Okay. It's probably what I'm pulling is the Bavarian aspect of it. Because I'm getting a little banana. Is that crazy?
No.
Okay. Perfect then. Because anytime I smell something that I consider like can be attached to one of these novel off flavors, I feel scared.
Yeah, but also your mind is only going to think about that now. When
Yeah.
in reality, that banana
it's
is a little bit more
it's a tiny
of
part
the
of it.
wheat
Oh,
flavor
really?
that you're getting. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, here, let's keep going. So this is mega. Oh gosh, what an amazing smell. It's bready. And a chewy body. That is it's like a tart. I feel like if you bit this and pulled your teeth back, there would be threads of beer. Well, yeah. So Cyberdrunk. No,
Really good.
Yeah, I mean, the way they talk about it,
In
cyberpunk in
fiction?
general.
Oh, I thought it was.
Yeah.
I thought it's been talked. The beer was being talked about.
They're talking about it online. I mean, technically, right now. Cyberpunk is not an aspirational setting, to be sure. It's characterized by wicked darkness, corporate control, dehumanization.
So like every RPG.
Well, yeah, I mean, to a certain extent. But I feel like if you had Cyberdrunk near you, to be utilized in a medicinal context, it would probably be a little better. Yeah. That's perfect. That is like the perfect fall lead off, right? October 1st, drop Cyberdrunk in your area. All right, now, so we can go to the party sub now, or we can try beer 2.
Beer 2.
Okay.
It's a Chainsword, right?
Well, I mean, there's a reason to think that it might be a Chainsword. The first thing is that they've been gone for a long time, and so that means that they have the opportunity to do many, many 3D prints, and then attach them all and synchronize them. Plus,
That's all I'm guessing. I'm looking at the shape.
well, I'm seeing the handle is my guess, and then there's the motor, and then it could be a Chainsword.
Does anybody want to take bets? That's all I'm guessing. It might not be the sub that I'm.
No, they've seen it already.
Oh, it might not be the sub that I'm looking for. But a Chainsword's perfectly acceptable as well.
Cyberdrunk.
Yeah, I would love a gyro. Or
Yeah,
hero. as
gyro
some
also
people.
good. Yeah, exactly. Now, here. So, on my way in, I grabbed.
You are a fucking fiend.
I know. So on my way in, I grabbed this right here.
Thank you,
So-
DM Ramos. I would love a sandwich.
Yeah.
A doner kebab?
Oh, yeah, doner.
Absolutely.
That's the one, dude. That's the one.
Dad,
Now-
you're talking my language.
Now take a look at this here. So, yeah, Hellbent. God, I'm trying to remember. It's Lake City. It's just north a little bit.
Is it?
Yeah. Hellbent is because there's a lot of Soto brewing, and there's a lot of brewing farther up north, and then you get down in Yakima, lots more brewing. Lake City.
Where's Lake City?
It's between me and you.
Oh
Where
shit.
the strip clubs are.
And the car dealerships.
Oh, is
and
that
yes,
okay.
and some Chinese restaurants that
Smuggler's
are
Row?
surprisingly
Yeah.
good, given
yeah.
how they might look outside. Now, but you cannot go wrong with Hellbent. They have murdered it from the jump. That's one of my favorite local breweries, and they drop some pretty nice fresh hop stuff. So, my suspicion is that most places in America, outside of like pervert spots or like your like favorite local place that like rides the lists really hard and has the relationships with the breweries. For the most part, fresh hop, I think, is probably, especially when it's late harvest or wet hop, I think that's mostly going to be a Pacific Northwest thing. That's my guess. Not true?
East Coast has fresh hop all the time.
Where do they get the hops?
Like, I mean, they don't go bad in a day.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, where do they get them?
Yeah, come on.
Wait, I thought this place was a whiskey place. It's beer?
It's beer, too.
I'm just saying, like
Do they also do whiskey?
a lot of people do
Yeah, I think
fresh
so.
hops. New York is also known for its hops, but not as much as Yakima.
There was apples, too, right?
Yeah, there was a giant blight that
Hop blight?
a long time ago that wiped out most of the hops.
Interesting.
New York was bigger than Washington for hops.
Oh,
But a blight
but
came through.
they suffered
Yeah.
as a result. All I'm saying is that they may have fresh hops, but they're not as fresh, and so legally, I think they should be called less fresh hop or spoiled hop
You're like
beers.
fresher hops?
Fresher hops, honestly, like that would be amazing. But long story short, around here, it's not hard to get them. Your corner store can have a selection of these. There was a place called Browers. I don't know if it's still out there up by.
That sounds super familiar.
I used to bring you there. It's that place I took you that had good food, but also like 100
Oh,
taps.
yeah. No, it's not there anymore. It
Okay,
closed down.
yeah, that's what I heard.
That place was amazing.
That's
I
what I
love
heard.
that, yeah.
But when Fresh Hop rolled around, they would have like 80 Fresh Hop beers, which is like not only a statistical aberration, I think it's probably unique, maybe in the world. Anyway, late harvest, Fresh Hop. Let's see what they
Oh,
got.
God, that smells great.
So you can have Fresh Hop beers.
Thank you, Rex. New York, Vermont, and New Jersey all grow hops. But we really don't, talk about Jersey hops. They're a little weird.
It's just explosive. Essentially, it's like
That's delicious.
really, but it's a fresh hop. But a lot of times, you'll have something in that fresh hop space, and it'll reach out weird. It'll be the herbal or earthy stuff or floral. This is a fresh hop that actually has like the resin, like the pine bite. A lot of them when they're doing fresh hop stuff, they're fucking around with something else weird, right? This is like a nice Northwest IPA style hop, but so I mean, it isn't like a different plant than the ones that get kilned and pelletized. It's the same plant, but it's like an HD or something. Like there has to be some way to try to explain what the distinction is, because we had field to ferment when we were at Solace.
So good.
And there's just the basic thing is there, but it's essentially like it's almost like it's in 3D or something. There is a weird amount of depth that is essentially just like there are compounds that are really, really fragile inside of a hop, and they can't live very long, and they certainly don't live very long if they're kilned.
Right.
Like that's designed to keep that harvest and maintain it for the world's brewing supply. But an actual fresh hop is bizarre. Like it'll be a hop that you think you know, but it will have some crazy uncle that rolls in the middle of the conversation and tells you something weird on Facebook.
Is it more like, let's say, when you have a smoothie that has really fresh fruit or vegetables in
Yes.
it, and you have
Yes.
extra flavors?
Well, no, it's exactly the same, Josh. It is literally the same. It's just that generally speaking, we don't think about it with hops.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to try it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rex. My
Here.
grandparents
Can
live in
you-
Manasquan, so I know the feeling.
Hey, can you bring this back to Josh Ghost? And then we will look at your precious gift.
Better be a fucking
It's gonna be-
26-inch sub with
Now you added an
bacon.
inch.
What?
Yeah, it's getting longer. This sub's getting longer all the time.
Before. Now it's 26.
Here. So give that a try, Josh. Now it's gonna again. It's beer. It's gonna be in the pine, right? It's gonna be. It's their take on like a Northwest thing, right?
Well, Ramos, I'm hoping like it's 26 inches of sub, and then maybe some cool like little extras like chips or something that you can put on the sub. You know?
Right.
'Cause-
It's wild.
Yeah, it's got a lot more flavors in there. It actually.
Everything around the core, like the resin, is typically what's going to come across. Everything around that is like soft and interesting. There's like that's what it is. There's like soft flavors to hops that generally speaking aren't part of the traditional thing. And obviously we like beer. We think that beer is very good. But as a generality, these angles just aren't there. Now, so let's take a look at this sacred device. I'm sure you have a camera that would be more optimal for this. Yeah, I think you're right. I can feel the teeth of a chainsword. Here, so let's move our liquids over there. Oh my God, it's pretty heavy. Yeah.
Well, someone's not a space marine.
No, exactly. I don't have the Emperor's genetics, nor do I have warp wrought skills. Oh my goodness! Hey, that's really nice. This stuff around the base is incredibly cool.
That's
We might want to get
friggin'
the
awesome.
zone. No, is this supposed to come off?
Yeah. Oh, that's the battery pack.
What? Hold on.
It lights up.
Battery pack?
lights up.
Oh, no, it doesn't light up. The switch
Oh
right
fuck!
there.
Hold on.
The
Watch
switch.
out.
Push the switch.
Okay, hold on. I got to do like the space marine like.
Hold on. Is the chain supposed to growl and move?
It's supposed to move. I think it might.
Dude, this is crazy. This is a crazy gift. Here, now, and it should be said,
This is just so you know.
yours.
Yes, but also it's painted like my Death Company Marines. So,
Yeah.
you know.
But it also has. I'm not gonna lie, these 3D printed chain teeth are sharp as hell. Now,
That is not allowed to pass.
here. No, there's no question. This has got color-wise, we're in the same.
Damn,
It's pretty
I
dope.
want it to move. It's so cool.
Here, all we have to do is replace the batteries. It'll be. We can get there. Now. A Pro Cell here. No, we can replace them if you want to, but if you want to grab some of those out. Now, the main thing that I want to say is that yes, obviously, Death Company Marines for sure. But here, let me put it here, and you can grab a shot of it if you want. Oh, it has a. Oh God, you dork. Here, so it has a stand apparently.
Yes.
God, I am gonna.
All right, nerd.
I am gonna fuck you all up.
There's teeth right here.
Yep. Boom, right there. The idea is that is the trophy for whoever wins.
Oh, a tournament?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty great. Now, so, but it should be said, yes, obviously the colors are right, and the two factions we're discussing here are certainly allies against the alien, the mutant, the heretic.
Yeah, you friggin'
Yeah, for sure.
tyranid.
Absolutely, big bug.
Big bugs.
But this is obviously an Adeptus Sororitas Chainsword because this is your thing.
Yeah, totally.
And I mean, I respect it 100%, of course. But yeah, the craft, master crafted, as they say in the game.
The print was of amazing quality.
I'll say.
Apparently the same guy who's doing it is also making a chain axe.
Yeah,
And
I
he
can
has
see it.
Different styles.
Wait, you printed this though, right?
printed it.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure you got recognized for this.
I bought the STL and then printed it all out.
Very
It
cool.
actually didn't take too long.
This is shocking. This is a shocking level of quality.
It's not moving.
Oh, well, here, we have batteries, right? Here, let's try here. I mean, worse things have happened than us trying to make this chainsword work during our brewing show. Here, crack open.
Oh, holy shit!
Yeah, so he threw them in. Oh, goodness. It's a whole, look at this.
It's like an ammo bag of batteries.
It is. Look at this little clip here.
Yeah, the guy who designed it did a very, very good job.
Holy shit, what the?
It's stuck. Chemical it's stuck.
Well, it's taped in. Here, so let's get some
I
more.
got you 8 batteries.
Okay, good. Let's get some of these out. We'll clip them back in. Goodness gracious. Now, is this, as humans, is this the best use of our limited energy resources?
100%.
Yes.
Well, thank goodness we're dealing with
It
the.
was just it was a super simple wiring job too, and just it works great.
Oh, then you had to get a little.
Chat knew about it because
Other way around.
I was building
You're
it
backwards.
during Maker Monday.
Oh, that's cool. Well, yeah, my guess is that these fresh cells are probably going to handle this.
Here's hoping.
Yee. Right now. Put that there. You stop that. There's some stickies here that are designed to keep.
Sticking?
Well, for sure, but they're designed to keep the battery pack down, and so we'll go ahead and replace these back in there. Yes, the clip I think is the main thing, but. Okay, clip. Okay, and then cap or top.
I think you broke it.
Well, it's possible.
Not yet, but about to.
See a little piece that's.
Oh, back here, yeah. But that came up when the clip came out, actually.
Blame it on the tool.
Dan's gonna start crying like Jasmine.
Dude, that was a wild experience. We saw Jasmine break down.
How'd you guys do to it?
Nothing. She got some like awesome new crafting case.
Oh.
And then as soon as she tried to open it on stream, it broke.
Oh.
There we go.
Yeah, I noticed you guys took all of my paints out of my mobile painting racks.
Yeah.
To use for your fiendish
Displays.
means.
Yeah.
Is nothing sacred anymore?
No, I don't think so. Have you not been paying attention?
Yeah.
All right. Now, do you? Okay,
Need a hand there?
maybe.
Yeah.
God, I'd love an ER visit.
Seems
Fifth
like
Doctor, it's like a vacation for me.
something's not going right.
Hey, why don't you let the guy who made it
Well, I'm
do
ready.
this?
Come here. You're the pro.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
It might just have to sit in there.
Yeah, just straight in the back.
If this is clipped, then it should be okay.
Oh, yeah, that.
Yeah, see, that snapped straight off as
snapped
soon as it
right
got
off.
removed. But that's 3D printing for you, right? It's a
That's disappointing.
it's a perfectable thing. But if this cap goes on,
Jerry gets it for like 1 minute. Yep, broken.
yep,
Broken.
shredded.
Completely, utterly.
That's the weird part, is it doesn't seem to like to fit.
Because
like
it's-
it expanded
What?
or something.
Wrong side?
Yeah, wrong orientation.
Oh, the case?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, now let's see Now that we have it established, get to that camera. Now that we have it.
Fuck, I don't like you holding it. I like when I
Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to lie to you. You cut me with it before, so you don't get to hold it anymore.
It actually is sharp.
I don't think I did.
You cut me IRL on my arm.
Where?
The end.
You call that a cut?
Well, here's what I would say, chat. If the skin is opened up and blood flows,
There's no blood flowing.
that's a cut.
It's barely open. It's a pinprick.
This is an incredible opportunity.
To kill my friend. Maybe if we like start it. Ooh, there you go. Keep pressing it. Press it. Press it. It was working. There's definitely like a.
There's a catch in there. Here, I have every faith. Listen, I have every faith. That you will resolve this.
That's disappointing.
You're going to be okay. Now, and here's the best part. First of all, great carrying case, an important thing for any chainsword. Second of all, with all the free spare time you have with your new baby.
Most of that I did because there was a period of like 2-3 weeks at the beginning where my job was to stay up from about midnight to like 4 or 5 a.m.
Yeah, that was my job.
Watch, make sure everything was going okay, which gave me a lot of time.
Yeah, that was my job as well. But also it means that these other batteries are probably fine.
Yeah.
That's the main thing. All right. Well, listen, this is a princely gift, and I could not be more pleased with it. Thanks, Ghost, and obviously, welcome back. Welcome back into the studio. Now, where should it go in the meantime? I mean, it could probably just go right here, right? Is it? Oh, we are not so short that this chainsword is going to cover us up. It might just look cool.
Are you?
No, we're very tall men.
Yeah.
And strong.
I'm 6 foot.
I see your little fingers underneath.
My little fingy. No, I was out in the parking lot and I lifted a car tire over my head.
Josh, how about that finger?
I lifted it
can't see it.
super high.
Sorry. Too short.
All right. Now, well, listen. So, I mean, just from success to success, we had an incredible product from Hellbent. We had an amazing, in fact, I may come back for, you know what, I will. An incredible product over here from our own brewery, Cyberdrunk, a dunkel to die for, just a touch of that wild yeast. Get a little banana, a little clove, wrapped around a very, very chewy malt bill. It's very, very good. Yeah, see Christian Fisher, yeah. Jerry is 6'13", yeah. I'm huge. A lot of this
Wow,
stuff.
don't brag or anything.
Well, listen, brother, reel yourself in. That means that you are the same height, basically.
Oh, it does.
This is
Shorter.
Shut up. This is a compliment to you.
take
Don't fuck this up for me, Josh.
I'll take 6'11".
Yeah, I'm saying we're in the same context. There's no way for me to brag without making you look like a fucking baller. Just, take the dub. Now, so let's take it to the hoop. It's time. This is the hour.
You can't because you're too short. You can't do a dunk because you're tiny.
I have to. The issue is that it's too far down.
Yeah, you have to like all the way over.
I have to hunch in my lumbar.
It's like when you pee on top of the kitty urinal or whatever.
Exactly. Yeah. The truth is that it's so far down that it makes it difficult to put the ball in.
Yeah,
a classic scenario. Now, gotta drop to dunk. JD Lady, exactly right. I gotta get down on my hands and knees. And the ball, so small. It's like a grape. Now, all right, so again, from success to success, it's time for us to take it to the hoop. I mean, what domain is it time to dominate this time?
Well, we're doing beers for the new AC Inc. team in Greyhawk. We've done Omin and Jim.
true.
We haven't done Bobby. We haven't done Strix or Evelyn.
True. So let's say AC Inc. Greyhawk tunes, and then if people want that, then we'll just keep it going. But there might be a hook or two extra. We've already done Miad. I know back in the day we messed around with some Space Wolf liquor. Yeah, Demetrios, that's true. Holly was here. And so we actually rocked a Strix.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay.
And it turned out great. I mean, it's a really, really nice one, of course. So we have Akink Greyhawk tunes.
Yvonne, was that a Strix in Greyhawk, or was that?
Oh,
a
yeah.
It was a Greyhawk Strix.
Yeah, it was her new. And it's actually horrible. And I described this. I mean, she and I have discussed this. The Strix, like the regular Strix, is scary and weird. This new Strix is legit. Like, her new take on Strix, I think, is really, really cool. Omin and Friends, yeah, it's an incredible cartoon. But yeah, Akink, Greyhawk. Greyhawk is not a word. I don't think, anyway. It's Greyhawk, I believe.
Okay, you do that, Josh. Mute me.
Is it potty time?
Yep.
Potty time, excellent. All right, now. Vibes is the tune. Now. Oh, Carol, not big.
No.
Carol is portable.
Yep.
Carol could fit comfortably in the overhead bin. Maybe even in the back of the seat. Greyhawk Tua, you nerd. That's not a beer we're making. I'm here to tell you that up front.
Every time Carol would go to class for one of the kids, they would think she was one of the students. Every time.
No.
It was embarrassing.
So the issue, so Brenna has a similar issue because she's also short, but also like very, like looks a lot younger than her.
Yeah.
She was getting carded at like 40. You know what I mean? She was getting carded at 40 and people were looking at me weird. They were looking at me like I was a pervert.
Well,
and I was like, and look, you know, to their credit, I mean, they're not 100% wrong, right? But they're also not 100% right because she's 1 year younger. It was a big deal when she was 18 and I was 19. Now, you know, we can get away with it. When we went to Ireland, she was just the wrong age to drink on the way there. But then once we were there, drinking age, fine.
Fair enough.
And then on the plane back, it's Aer Lingus, baby.
They don't care.
You're dialed in.
I did not like Aer Lingus when I flew, because we flew back. I was not a huge fan.
No. I had a positive Aer Lingus experience. I think the name of the airline feels weird in the mouth.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good. Well, the reason I was happy was because they gave Brennan and I a deck of playing cards, and also we spent most of the flight playing, like WarioWare on the DS. It has a bunch of 2-player modes.
That's great.
Oh my god, it was exquisite.
So you took all that time and didn't start the vote?
No, no, we were talking about Ireland. We've been having a great time. Now.
You had one job.
Well, I mean, I have. Unfortunately, that's not true. I have about 300 jobs
Right now.
No, unfortunately,
You got one job.
I'm one person.
Yeah,
and
one
all
job
jobs
right
are
now.
occurring simultaneously.
No, that's not how this works.
You'd be surprised. Now, he waited for the raid. Now, wait, I can't run their vote now because I only have one option. You goose. Joshua, an absolute pleasure. Love to see you. Thanks, ReStreamBot. Now. We do need something else just as a counter vote because if it ends up being Greyhawk, then we'll get dialed in there. Hey Don, what's up?
I thought we were doing all the characters.
Well, for me that was one option. All right.
Okay, what's another option?
Wait, what's the other option?
It's all good. I mean, we can get multiple options out of this. Bobby Zimmebrewski, Evelyn.
Imperial Fist or
we
White
haven't done,
Scars.
right?
Yeah. Hey, listen.
this beer would be the most basic, like.
We've done a Tyranid beer, right?
Yeah. Some Ichor.
Basic smash beer.
What if we did I'm painting Blood Angels, we could do a Blood Angels beer.
Yep. That's a great idea. All right, now, let's get these vibes locked in. Hey, Incognito, whose epic chainsword is that? It'd be, right now, I think that Eric and I share paternity of this. It's a very modern relationship that we have.
We've had to talk about it.
Yeah.
And, you know.
But I'm saying that that's like in our relationship, that's fine.
Yeah.
We can have that conversation.
Oh.
I think it's just here. So keep moving it up. And then there's some kind of a stick. See, there's something. Keep moving it up, and we're gonna clear this.
I think it's up top, though. See, it's
There we
around
go.
it's around the top edge.
Yeah, lubricant. It's historically been, it's resolved all ills.
It is sharp. It will cut you.
Yeah.
You are not lying. In the manner of chainsaws broadly, I had an unpleasant experience. Now, while the
You have
vote,
a speck of not
the
blood
vote-
on your arm.
oh no, I'm not talking about that.
That
that
a real
happened.
chainsaw.
This is funny IRL. I don't give a shit about this. I'm saying that one of my most profound memories as a young man was hearing the sound of my father come in from the garage and just like with ragged breathing. He did this twice. The first time, it was because he was trying to recharge a battery, and it exploded in his face. And so he came in the side slider, like pawing at the world, just trying to figure out where he was. And then he just told my mom, he said, "Peta, you need to drive me to the hospital." He didn't even say what it was.
That was not the out of all chainsaw episodes, that's not what I was expecting from a chainsaw.
No, trust me. I haven't gotten to that.
Oh.
I'm saying there are 2 times he freaked me out.
Oh, okay.
The second time, he came back because he would go into the woods and get firewood. Or he would just go into the woods and chop down trees that he found and bring them home. And sometimes he would sell it, sometimes we would chop it up. But he had, I think that it had kicked, because sometimes trees can have really dense knots in them. And I think that it had kicked out of the back of the tree, and it went, so like in the gym, like you do like the wood chopper type exercise. So it came down through the tree and then went right through his kneecap. Whoa! And so when he came home, he hadn't gone to the hospital first, and he had driven home on that leg. I assume pressing the pedal with his left foot, because this is the type of man he was. I promise you that his emotional intelligence, this level of emotional intelligence and intelligence broadly, extends into virtually every domain this man exists in. And the genes were annihilated, and everything from the knee down was black. And it's like, you didn't go to the hospital first? So actually, now at almost 50, now I get it. I understand what that feels like shock. Because that is we can say that he's dumb in some classic ways. That is a crazy thing to do.
Yeah, that's 100%.
No,
shock.
in your mind, you're like, I just have to get home.
Yeah.
I have to get home. He probably drove by a hospital, you know what I mean? But in his mind, he's just like, I just got to get home. Even though he's a big, tough guy, he's like, as long as I get home, it's going to be fine. Yeah. And it was fine. But yeah, I mean, sometimes they got to give you a new kneecap. They gotta find one somewhere.
Jeez.
Anyway, Bobby Zimmebrewski, which is actually a cool choice because as we have determined,
Good beer with cheese.
well, good beer with cheese, but also, especially with like, there's a lot of hopping right now that is so dank it's reminiscent of a cheese. We've seen this a bunch of times recently, especially with fresh hop, but so Bobby is something we can take all the way to the hoop.
Okay, so IPA, double IPA.
Ooh, well, he is a barbarian, right?
Beer he drinks before the rage or after.
Yeah, or is the beer the rage?
Yeah.
Is this the compound
This is the
that flows through his body when he
So he
rages?
drinks to come back down.
Or a red IPA.
Ooh, red IPA has a really nice theme. And this is one of the things, like, Jeremy loves Austin. I mean, the issue, right, is that Austin's star in the WWE is rising. It is going through the roof. And so, and then this last time, a friend of his, like, there was a tragic experience with a friend. He went to Dragon Con sort of like as an emotional thing, wasn't able to play with us. Hasn't been able to play with us for a while because he's killing it. Because he's on top of the fucking world, right? But Jeremy loves this fucking guy. Jeremy thinks that Austin is so much fun to play with. And so it's like, when I saw that he had just come up with like a Barbarian of the World tree, I was like, all right. Okay, dude. All right. I got you. I can see what's up here. Oh, yeah, harass for sure. They do. And what's more than that, he has also done a bunch of, like, he was really, really ahead of the game when it came to, like, wrestling talent, trying to make new brands, like up, down, down, right? He, like, trying to make new brands and extend himself inside that space. It was super, super fun. He used to have this really cool assistant. They were like always going super hard on TikTok. And so I like ended up in some of these weird TikToks just because I was around. I got roped in. All right, now, red IPA. This is what the people have begged for.
Okay.
By name. All right, now let's get this ABV. We're gonna get these old stats out of here. New stats only. No new stats. That's for the Australians. Oh, he'll get there.
Okay.
He's a fan of the style. Yeah.
Who?
Oh, Incognito is like, Eric doesn't seem convinced. No, this is just a thinking face.
Yeah. Also, Eric's very tired. He's been working a lot.
Yeah. He's been working his ass off. All right, so what do you got?
ABV. It is typically between 5.5 and 7.5.
Interesting. So red IPAs can kind of
big
jump up a little bit,
muscle.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, did you,
Bring nachos. No.
no. Did you hit up that Max password? No, don't tell David Zaslav
No, I did not.
that I
yet.
gave Eric
I have
a
not
password for Max.
had time.
Well, I mean, of course.
But when I do, it's happening.
Okay. The reason I ask is because The Penguin is very good, and the second episode just came out.
I thought it was around like third. It's only second? Oh, shit, really? Okay.
No, it's Sunday.
Oh.
Sunday at 9. All right, now, so here are the three percentages. Now, we have advocated, rhetorically, to say that this, what we're making here is the actual substance, the material that the Barbarian has coursing through their veins. And I mean, high ABV does make sense. Either one of these, it's just, what is it, what's moving through this bloodstream that's activating these incredible feats? Yes, there's no times. In these 2 episodes, there's no superhero shit. This is a mob story and a really, really good one. This is like sort of like in Marvel terms, it's like how you've got like Avengers, and then you have street level heroes like Daredevil or Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, right? These people live down where people are. No, it's a mob story. Yeah, exactly. But there's like, want to see them dancing? Now, the thing about Penguin is that these are essentially like hour-long mob movies. Both of these first 2 episodes have been absolutely out of control. Yeah, Proto, it's a huge pain in the ass. Also, it's good to see you. Exactly. Like, in what universe? I was talking to Mike about this morning. That vocal performance for Ariel in Little Mermaid is so cosmic. Like, such a absolutely unique, stellar execution. Like, I don't know why you would ever try to remake it. I understand that some of it's like, mechanically they're trying to like retain copyright or something. Part of that's the theory of why they keep making these live action versions. But there's, wow.
Yeah,
I would just clean them up and re-release them in theaters.
Yeah, Little Mermaid traumatized me in a weird way, so...
You only like Big Mermaids?
No, I was probably in first grade or second grade, one of them, when that came out. And my teacher had a big reading of the the
Disney original book. Story.
Yeah.
Oh, the Disney one?
Like how they put out the Disney.
Oh yeah, with the
edited
tapes
version.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, with the whole class. And then it turns out the prince's name is Eric. So she said, "Prince Eric," and everybody looks at me, and then goes to the other side of the wall like I have fucking cooties. That was second grade.
I'm sorry.
Because of the Little Mermaid.
You don't deserve that.
No.
And also, things work out pretty good for Prince Eric. Yeah. At the end of the day, right? Now, air bubbles. Yeah, as an Ariel, I super relate to this story and hated the Little Mermaid for a while. See, there we go. It makes sense. Now, 7.5 ABV.
7.5 ABV.
They are looking for the big numbers.
Big numbers.
Yeah, exactly. Fading at the edges. Exactly. It's like in the pocket or like in the marsupial pouch of Big Mermaid.
Okay, so the color on this beer is typically between 11 and 19.
Yes, and there's a reason for that. Right? This is in the same way as like the red zone.
Yeah.
Perhaps in the NFL.
Wow, so you are coming a long way. It's great.
Oh, God, that Eagles game was one of the most difficult experiences of my adult life. And I have had difficult experiences.
I don't even know who you are anymore. So
it was a hard watch, people. Yeah, obviously fly birds fly, but it's like, the implication is that some flight will occur at some point, optimally twice. Now,
you live in Seattle, right?
Oh, I know, but that's a different bird.
You grew up in Seattle.
It's a different bird. Yeah, but now
you like the Eagles?
But I'm saying that you've driven across 520.
And we know that an eagle doesn't even scream anymore. It's like a little tweet. It's like
for sure.
It's a baby bird.
They love to eat pets. That's what eagles are about. But what I'm saying is that we have eagles here as well, and lots of them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Now, what's the red range on this?
11 to 19 typically.
11
but you could
to
go
19.
a little darker.
Yeah. Okay, let's go 11 to 22. If we want, like this color in here, 11.
You better put an 18 in there, Jerry.
All right.
I'm upset if you don't.
There we go. All right. Hope you're happy.
What? I said 18.
Oh, you said 19. Here, watch this. It's easy. Watch this.
Why would it be 19?
Listen. I just tried
You know
to.
what 18 is. It's not like you're confused.
I just tried to do what you
I'm gonna hide
wanted.
from Josh. I can't believe it. Jesus Christ! Wow.
Oh, 18 like the dinosaur. I see.
I thought that was 19.
No. I thought it was too.
18.
Oh, AFL was 19.
Yeah. Is that good enough?
Yeah.
All right. Now watch. We did it. Now.
And now you can sing that horrible song too.
You could. You could.
What? I was only 23.
No.
Oh.
I'm 18 and I can do what I want or whatever the fucking shit stupid ass song.
Alice Cooper?
I'm not familiar with that song.
I think Alice Cooper, yeah.
Ghostly is like that. That doesn't feel true to me.
It sucks. Or 18 in life. You do that one.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling like 70 right now.
18. Yeah. Oh, dude. 18 in life. You got it. Yeah, I remember this track. No, 18 did not deliver. The Edge of 17 is an incredible song.
It's only 17.
Like the white winged dove. Oh, anytime that comes on, it's like I have had the opportunity, in quotes, to retrieve Ronya from school several times recently.
Because the song was on?
No, does she hear a song? Ah, she's out. No, but when that comes on, Warm 106.9, the greatest hits of the 80s, 90s, the thousands, and today. Yeah, it gets sung a lot. The windows have to be rolled up. Like this can't be something other people hear. We go crazy.
Crazy on you.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, yeah, I mean, that's a great one, too. Harassed COVID twice in the last 3 weeks? Jesus. They got some new COVID. The last time I got COVID, it was actually easier than a cold. But the last time Kiko got it, he was on his deathbed.
Right.
Like, I was like, when I heard that he had snatched it at Gen Con, I was like, all right, well, it is what it is. We got this. No, it was raw. He was down there ostensibly to work the con and spent the whole time in his room in a fevered state. Oh, really, Laura? I mean, I sent you a text to apologize that you had gotten it, but we did not discuss your convalescence.
I feel like Paxlovid is just a joke on people because everybody I know that takes it goes back and gets it
they get it
COVID again.
Yeah, no, they get it.
Or it
they
makes
get
the symptoms worse. I'm like, what the fuck is the point of this drug?
No, they get it again, like right away.
Yeah.
Like that's the weird part about it. It's like they start to feel better, and it's like, oh wow, here's another helping.
Yeah.
It's like Old Country buffet, but for disease. Oh, so Paxlovid softened you? Okay, good. Well, that's good news.
Yeah.
22. They're looking for intensity. So this compound that is sailing at a high PSI through the bloodstream of Bobby Zimmebrewski is a rich communist red. Mm-hmm. Now.
So, IBUs 40 to 70. We can really get crazy
70?
with the bitterness here or not.
How? All right, IBU. Now, this is the bitterness. So imagine this material. Now, like adrenaline is said to be quite harsh on the artery. Mm-hmm. Apparently, it's vicious, fundamentally sharp, abrades the blood flow after a certain period of time. How dangerous is it to rage? That's the question. Yeah, exactly right. You want something to counter that richness. And also, take a quick look down here at Frothpunk. Frothpunk is already delivering results. There is a part of this grain bed that is eventually going to get its due, I think down here in the lower right. But it has several more hours to work through that. But we can already see that dark color manifesting and working. It's already looking like industrial outflow. Sean with Big Ball. But obviously, we love to see the enthusiasm. Welcome aboard. Oh, Sean with Big Ball. Listen, everybody you see on this camera is going to PAX Unplugged. I'm here to tell you right now. This PAX Unplugged is going to be crazy. They just released the exhibitors list. Ooh. That room is dense. It is dense. Yeah, Dom. So basically, while we get everything set up here for the BattleTech show, this whole apparatus here gets wheeled out essentially into the hall and continues its process. Yeah, I mean, look, I think Unplugged, I mean, obviously one hesitates to brag, but you know what? I did not invent it. I came up with PAX, but I did not come up with PAX Unplugged. PAX Unplugged is very, very much a Ryan Hartman joint. He loves tabletop, loves board games, hyper competitive. Really wanted to do a show that was focused on that. Really wanted to bring a show to his hometown of Philadelphia. And all of those things came together in PAX Unplugged. Yeah, Stringer, I mean, you and I don't have this gene. You know, I love to play games, and I love to play competitive games. But unless the dice are really bad, I try to maintain a certain amount of equanimity. And certainly like in R6 or League of Legends, other super hardcore competitive spaces, I essentially don't compete in the classic sense, which has to be frustrating for the people who are on my team, but I just don't have that. I don't have that organ, like whatever that is, whatever that brain structure is, I just don't have it. Yeah, Jiffy Pop, is Reading Terminal Market the best part of PAX Unplugged outside of the show? It might fucking be.
Yep.
But you know what, though? The Christmas market, actually.
Oh, Christmas market's pretty fun. No, Reading. I love Christmas, but...
Well, no, I'm saying that, like...
I love a good Christmas market.
We have to have a few... I'm just saying that we have to have a few... But I'm saying that there are cheesesteak vendors in this thing that I think are also worth it, but are they better than DeNix? No, I don't think so. I think DeNix is very different style. Right. Sometimes you want the one that's got the fucking whiz, right? If it's late at night,
okay, that's what I'm
you've
talking
been
about.
drinking, like, sometimes you want the one with the whiz that holds all that shit together.
I agree. That's
right?
why I'm like, DeNix is great,
It's
but
real good.
sometimes you just want cheese whiz.
True. You want whiz with. Now,
That's all I'm saying.
55. So a very solid, for IBUs, very solid, middle of the range bitterness, still keeping it in that IPA space.
Laura Stringer, I will join you on this journey of bratwurst and beer in boots.
Here, now, oh, dude, yeah, that stuff was so great. I mean, Brennan and I got some. We just walked around with the kids, had an awesome time. That stuff hits, man. Hot spiced wine.
Mulled wine, yeah.
It hits.
Oh, now's the time. We're getting into the season. Well, do you guys do apple cider out here? Is that a thing out here?
In Spokane, it's huge.
It's not here, though, is it?
A lot of those types of apple orchards are on the drier side of the state. So as an event, look it up. But I mean, all the ones that I know about are from where I'm from, right?
All of the farmers markets and stuff, though, will be chock full of it.
Oh, you'll be able to get donuts and.
All I'm saying is like,
Farmers market.
maybe this isn't really the apple country or part of the world. I mean, at least,
No, look,
New York, we have apple cider every 5 blocks. Anyways, it's apple cider time.
No, I respect it. I respect it, exactly. And like where I'm from, that's the norm. Cider presses, events, you know what I mean? It's on the calendar. All right, now that we have an ABV of 7.5, an SRM of 22, and an IBU of 55, where are we going to next?
Base
grain, right? Yeah.
So, first we'll do either pale malt or golden promise.
Pale malt. This is a classic. Now, I know that two-row is classic and crisp. How would we describe pale malt? Similar?
Wait, what?
Well, you said pale malt. Is that different from...
No, two-row and
Oh, okay.
and Golden Promise.
You bet. I got those two. Two-row is classic.
Two-row is a pale malt. They're all pale malts.
I see. Color-wise, classic and crisp. Now, Golden Promise is a cultivar. And it will deliver a sweeter character, like clearly sweeter, in our experience, if you put it inside your craw. Synaptic Fire? This is an ancient traditional ally of the channel. 62 months, good lord. Anyway. Back at it once again.
Rex and Effects. Let's begin.
They want the Golden Promise. Because, I mean, and Demetrius is correct. Bobby is a legitimately sweet boy.
Okay, so another base malt we can choose, or we can go with none. So have that in your little
You bet,
ding
none.
dong. We can either do Munich malt, which is bready.
I like that.
Or we can do Vienna malt, which is more of a honey and hazelnutty flavor.
Ooh.
Or none. And we'll move on to other flavors.
All right, let's hit it. Very, very cool choices there. Now, again, we're thinking about this compact. You've awakened the beast, Ghostly. Now, no, again, in our mind, some part he has been, Bobby Zimmebrewski has been trained to excrete via his barbarian techniques some type of compound that substantially increases his combat prowess. Does it taste like honey and hazelnut? We ask the real questions on this show. Or does it have a bready richness? The end. Oh, Laura didn't even notice the chainsaw.
Really?
She's been here.
Wow.
Well, it was on the big.
Oh no! I just think it's funny. I think it kicks ass. I think it's perfectly appropriate.
Not notice that.
Well, because you're watching it and they're looking up here and they're typing right.
Okay.
It's very small.
All right.
Yeah.
Now it's big.
Oh, full crouch, bringing that raider in. Welcome aboard. Here, now Sean with Big Ball, certainly they have not described any of this stuff to us. The base model of 5.5, new D&D, however we want to say it, is not like it is basically like a refounding of the tradition, but all of those things are supposed to be compatible with the ancient ways, and so you can absolutely use Verdun if you want. Verdun is very much a role-playing class. Like it's a class for people who want to have a very different arc for their character, and they're okay with it changing in ways they don't always determine. That's not every role player. They want the Vienna. All right, so far, this strange compound is tasting pretty good. Well, I'm just saying, like between the Golden Promise and the Vienna, that sounds pretty good already.
Okay, so we have choices for secondary grains. One is caramel or crystal.
Yep.
I bet you can't guess what that flavor
Yeah.
adds.
I'm loving it.
Also, roasted barley. Burnt,
Weird.
grainy, and coffee-like flavor.
Now that could be crazy in this.
That's getting voted.
or Victory Malt. This is a biscuity or toasty flavor.
Man, what a run. What a menu. Again, right? I mean, that's my suspicion too, Josh, is that there's, especially given what we're talking about here, theme-wise, I mean, Crystal Caramel obviously has got the sick flavor, but adding that roasted character into the middle of this red IPA is hardcore shit, frankly. Like, that's kind of banging. IMO. Well, see, so they're asking about Unplugged, and it's like, so now I got the fantasy, because we got the steak spot.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
It's
like,
delightful.
we know where to go to get the steak to start the show off right.
And to
Get that
end the
protein
show,
in there. Yeah, why would you only do it once?
Yeah, it's a very cool way to cap it all.
Yeah, what we're looking for is a set of protein parentheses that we can place on each side. It's a huge win. Oh, see, that's nice. Niekman, that is really, really cool, in my opinion. Right? Like, Verdun would have cultural folkways that were just, for them, are normal, but for other people would be novel angles.
I'm stopping the poll.
Oh, yeah? You put them both in?
We're putting both in.
Why not, right? This is going to be amazing. But yeah, I mean, what if that's normal for them, that's going to, like, their clothes are going to have that character. They're going to be easy to expand or shrink. It's just a normal thing that they have to manage, right? I don't know, folks. Cyberdrunk is kind of good.
What was our ABV?
ABV on this bad boy is 7.5. So you got a little room there to mess with it. Yeah, Don Palumbi. So we got, we had done a really fun cyberpunk show for the creators of Cyberpunk and Cyberpunk Red that CD Projekt Red eventually went hard on, right? And so we tried to make an alcohol that was like an industrial derivative of their grain-based fuel, Chew 2. And it's based on a German Dunkel, and it is really good.
Okay, so let's talk about.
Yeah, so this is quite a tasty grain bill so far.
Yeah, what do we want for hops?
Now, so we're talking about the bittering aspect, and the bittering in here is pretty decent. It's like just past the baseline of IPA bittering, so it's going to be a present.
What were we going for with our bittering?
55.
Oh.
So it's present. This is going to be, it's not just a balance. This level of hopping wants to be part of the conversation. So what types of tastes and flavors do we want to insert? Yeah. But Demetrius, indeed they are also plant, right? They are also plant. So I think, because we're talking about the world tree, I think if we start out with a resin angle,
okay,
we go hard like on a classic IPA bitterness, I think we're in a very, very good spot.
Okay.
It makes sense for the tree, right? Yggdrasil.
We can look.
Well, synaptic, yeah. The numbers have to work for sure.
We could do Apollo, which is bitter, obviously, but resin and grapefruit.
Ooh, yeah. So resin and fruit is a nice combo for a tree-based creature.
We could do Idaho 7, which is resiny pine, tropical fruit, and citrus.
Ooh, that is nice.
Or we can just say fuck it and call it do Magnum, which is resiny, pine, hoppy, it's everything. All rolled into one.
I mean, it is the world ash, right? Maybe Magnum is the right call. Right? It never once occurred to me. I think because it's typically described as being an ash, it never occurred to me what, like, the fruit
Of an ash tree is?
Well, but also because it's the world tree, and these branches reach out into every realm. The idea that certain parts of it might be sort of like scions, like we have an apple tree in our yard that like all of the branches are different cultivars. I don't know why I never thought of the fruit of Yggdrasil. Like that sounds really, really cool. Like there's adventure possibilities there for sure.
Oh, sure.
Resinous evil, Laura. Oh, Incognito, are ash trees the ones that have the Fritz? Welcome aboard. Are they the ones that have the little whirligig seeds? Because those are a treat. A subtle cow. It's a type of tree that you can get, and arborists really don't like it, as I discovered.
Like you did mess with this too much?
Well, no, because we didn't put them on. It's a type that you buy. It's like a type of apple tree that you can, if you want to have an apple in your yard, this is just one of the varieties. And at that time, it was the only one that we could get. Apple trees were super rare in like 12. We couldn't find any. But we always wanted to have one out there. And it is like crazy pants. It's like the tree doesn't really know what to do with itself. It doesn't, and I think it's because it's made up of all these different types of tree. So like this one branch is like longer out than the height of the tree. And so it basically doesn't know where to put its energy. And it's not putting the energy like down into the root. So anyway, it's a bad type of tree and you shouldn't get it. This is what the arborists told us. They're like, I have a bad news for you. This type of tree doesn't like to live. And
it wasn't can we, it's should we, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See the fruit salad trees, right? They're trees that basically have like cherries and peaches and
makes
like, a bunch of different fruits on one tree.
I mean, it makes perfect sense. Like they'll all graft and grow, but
Which is weird in and of itself.
yeah, the core of the tree doesn't really know what to do. Yeah, dire audience. That's basically what the arborist said. They were like, I hate seeing these. She was super cool. She was
not. She was pissed.
No. She was really, really cool. She just felt bad. She felt bad for the tree. Like, she is like whack-a-doodle for fruit trees. It's like this big, like this tall as an adult person.
And she was going to stab you because you had this tree.
No. But
How could
she
you let this abomination happen?
No, but she basically like did whatever she could to try to give it the resources that it needed. And so for a tree like this, you basically have to really train these branches not to grow any farther than this. Because some of these branches essentially steal all of the energy from the tree. And they just grow out as long as they want, right? Some of these branches are more vigorous, Magnum. Which we like, honestly. I think there's a case for Apollo, rhetorically, right, as a name, but Magnum,
What
huge
was our
winner.
IBU again?
55. So Magnum at 55 is going to be present and interesting. I like that a lot.
Okay. Do we want to add any other hops to this?
I mean, potentially. We got some other ones, right?
What other flavors?
I mean, these other ones might be interesting later
Okay, you can do those.
at the whirlpool phase.
Hey, go for it. Or no.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll say no in capital letters. So I'll put up aroma hop, and they might bite. Because the Magnum is everything, but if you have an aroma hop that focuses on, sharp grapefruit or tropical and citrus, I mean, these are winners. These are cool
They're
choices.
all winners in our book. Yeah.
Yep, Rex, red IPA. I mean, Bonsi, yeah, Magnum is big. Magnum is a big boy. It does not need help for sure. It's doing well. So there's an opportunity to lock in your prior vote here.
Lock in your votes. I don't know,
Yeah.
what the hell's that? It's like a...
Yeah, dude, I never met anybody like this tree lady. She was about, and then it's like we were talking about different stuff, and then it's like after I like paid and she leaves, and she's like,
How could you do this to this
no,
tree?
she's like, what do you do? Like she only had talked to me for about 20 minutes, and she was just like, who the fuck is this guy? Why is he like this? What could possibly inspire him to continue behaving in this way? The story is very long, unfortunately. And so if someone asks me about it, I resent it.
What do you do?
Exactly. I don't answer questions. They ask me, they get into that type of stuff, I go sovereign citizen fast. I don't answer questions.
That's funny. You can do Jehovah's Witnesses too. It's
Yeah.
the same thing.
Yeah. Classic. Now, they want no,
Oh, shit. Okay.
and they will get no.
Well, cool. Let's get some yeast.
All right. Now, yes.
So first is going to be American Ale, which is clean and smooth.
Yep. So basically, that kind of like, hey, you like all your choices? Let's get it dialed in.
Or American Ale 2, which is tart, nutty, and fruity.
Right. So it emphasizes, especially because we have a little bit of roast character in there, it emphasizes some of the stuff elsewhere in the build. Are we thinking about like an Irish red yeast? Because I know that they have like malty yeast.
Well, we'll do an Irish Ale.
There we
as,
go.
Orion mentioned. It's diacetyl, fruity, full-bodied, dry.
Oh, yeah. So tell them real quick what diacetyl is. This is one of the esters, right?
Yep. It's an ester that you get typically when you're lagering. Gives you a little bit of a Band-Aid flavor.
But it's part of the flavor profile in that space.
The way you lager is so you don't get diacetyl acid, is you do it in stages.
Oh, let that stuff fall out? Mm-hmm. Well, L'Estrange, trust me, Band-Aid is but one of the novel flavors.
I shouldn't say Band-Aid. It's more like a butterscotchy, like...
Those aren't the same at all.
They kind of are.
It's a feel. It's
in
a
brewery,
mouth.
Yeah.
No, it is weird.
Listen, I'm a butterscotch fan, and no.
No, it is. Listen, I'm not going to say that it isn't weird. It is weird, but it is true. And bizarrely, just like you see with this Irish ale, there are contexts in which that slightly chemical flavor, especially with sweet or tart beers, is a plus. Like, I forget what it was called. There was a brewery not far from here. It wasn't Bad Jimmy's, because that's more of a Ballard spot. But they had sort of like a sour raspberry type ale. And I think that they actually had an infection in their tubing. They hadn't cleaned it, right? But for whatever reason, with that beer, it tasted fine. It was actually really good.
Yeah, buttery or butterscotch.
But the Band-Aid aspect is sort of a mouthfeel thing, right? You're like, right? It's a little astringent, right?
Yep.
It's a very complicated business. I mean, we're essentially tasking these yeast to do the labor for us.
I resent this.
I mean, it's wrong. Obviously, it's wrong. It's unethical. Now, my finger is hovering. Yeah, the yeast is down to clown. The yeast is sort of an ICP figure. American L2.
I didn't press the button.
Really?
Oh! There's a resting mode.
Is there? All right, now, American L2 for you. And that's it. Now, so next up, we're looking for the Bobby Zimmebrewski name challenge. Impossible.
American L2, you said?
Yep.
The best choice.
I think it's very good for this. I try not to thumb the scale, but Zimmebrewski.
Pretty funny. Bottle Zimmebrewski.
That's going to be a tough one. Wow.
I don't know, Bobby, gimme Brewski.
Oh, it's in there. That one's in there for sure.
Yggdrasil. That's pretty funny. Bud. God damn it, Jack.
Yggdrasil is lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Did you also get Groggy Zimmebrewski? They're just fucking different combinations of the same fucking thing.
Hey, they're all pretty good.
They're going to be winnowed for sure.
Foaming fromage.
Some real winners in here. Mm-hmm.
Hey, we got some real winners in here.
Red Mist. Pretty tasty.
I'm sorry. Barbarian.
Barbarian's good. Honey Rage. Honey Rage. Turnbuckle, you dork.
That's pretty funny.
All right. Rakdos Blood Wine. I remember the Blood Circus.
Classic circus.
Mm-hmm. All right, I got a good 7 here. I'm gonna watch. The Blood Circus was good times, dude.
Let me tell you, we all loved it.
When Jeremy came in, started running, it was wild shit. All right, now. Oh yeah, Orion, they know what's up. Now, I'm gonna give you the big list. Now, if somebody runs away with it, then they're gonna take it. Now, Goblin Gnome, obviously that's good advice. Fromage de mage, nerd. I mean, I think Laura might run away with this one. It is what it is. It's not a huge surprise. I don't know if you ever saw Laura's turn on the stage in the last PAX Oz role-playing stuff that we did up there. Just a horrifying character.
Mm-hmm.
This like captain of industry who pays people in pencil shavings and then slowly goes insane over the course of a couple hours in a way that's completely believable and therefore horrifying.
But you'll get to see it again this PAX Oz with Arkham Horror.
You will. You will. Arkham Horror RPG. Now, if you've been looking to, maybe you have seen that new box set and you're curious about, what does role-playing mean in Arkham Horror? You will have an opportunity to find this out at PAX Oz. You will be driven mad, along with the players on the stage. Now, we're going to finish this poll. There's only 2 real choices here. It's Zimmebrewski. As much as I might have liked Yggdrasil, it's between Zimmebrewski and Red Mist. Yeah, well, Dyer, I got good news for you. I was going over some of the mechanical stuff with Laura and Chris earlier today. The way that it handles horror and madness generally is going to be addictive. And the basic role-playing systems have an almost board game, like Euro game worker placement type feel. It's going to be really, really cool. Oh, and I talked to Chris for a while yesterday, probably an hour and a half, about his adventure plans. And they are smooth. They are smooth. Listen, Zimmebrewski came out on top. That's what's up.
Hold on, how the fuck do you spell that?
Oh, don't worry. I got you right here.
Gimme with a Z.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, the classic, right? All right, hey, now gather throng. When next you see this studio, you will find it radically transformed. We were going to convert this into a palace of war. Black Remnant, role-playing and wargaming in the inner sphere will be made manifest here in the studio. We've just stopped off and attempted to get some supplies on a station, and things are not going our way. This is what I heard. It seems like things are going badly. Well, it sounds like Black Remnant. It sounds like Black Remnant. Now, like I say, we're going to reconfigure all this stuff, come back at 2:30 for more. We'd love to have you. And then until next time, I'm going to seize the machinery of the universe.